All right, it's Ram Country Conversations. We welcome you back. Brian Roth, voice of the Colorado State Rams, with you. NCAA Diversity Week, and well, we thought it'd be a good time to bring on Mary Ontiveros. She's a vice president of diversity at Colorado State University. Mary, thanks so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about how the Race, Bias, and Equity Initiative, or RBEI, as a lot of folks call it, here at Colorado State, how did that whole initiative come about?
Actually, it was in response to a situation that occurred last year, and it was what people now call the blackface incident, which was an unfortunate incident that occurred on campus. And it was happening at the beginning of the semester, and our president, Joyce McConnell, at the State of the University address, introduced the Race, Bias, Equity Initiative. And she introduced it really as an idea, as a vision for how we can begin as a campus to engage in issues related to diversity and inclusion campus-wide. While our office has been doing work, and work has been done in the Division of Student Affairs, and work has been done in the academic sector through the colleges and through the departments, this would be a vision that would help to coordinate all of those efforts. And so RBEI was intended initially to reach out and to ask people, what is on your mind? And what ideas do you have about how we can go forward with issues related to race, bias, and equity? The first part of RBEI was really focused on gathering ideas, great ideas and proposals. And so that's the first part of it. And then now it has developed into a structure that allows for feedback from the Council of Deans, from the Diversity and Inclusion Network, from the Commission on Diversity and Inclusion, from a whole variety of individuals all across the campus. There is now a council that helps to coordinate all of this, and then leaders of that council. And the council itself includes the leadership of the university. And I think it is testament to the fact that the university overall is interested in becoming involved with issues related to diversity, equity, inclusion, social justice. And this is a structure that allows everybody to get involved with that.
Yeah, it sounds like to me, Mary, that there's just been great collaboration amongst everybody at Colorado State from different parts of the campus when it comes to RBEI. Is that correct?
I think now that we have a structure, you need to take a vision that somebody has, and then the vision is may not be well defined right at the beginning, and so you have to adapt that vision to who we are as a campus and what we have been doing as a campus. And the structure, I believe, will allow all of that to happen. But there's absolutely no question that this has been a work of collaboration, and it has been a work that we were working on it all summer long, recognizing that there has been so much done on our campus. And now this is an opportunity to ensure that all of the players continue to be engaged and that we continue to advance these issues and move towards a more equitable campus. It's a place where people will feel that they are welcomed, they are valued, and they are affirmed at Colorado State University.
You bet. What kind of direct or maybe indirect impacts have you seen so far in the year plus of RBEI?
I think initially it was confusion, to be fair, confusion about what does this mean exactly? How is this going to work? And that's fair enough. I think anytime a new initiative is introduced, there's always questions. And so that I think happened initially, and Dr. Blanche Hughes, who was the individual initially asked to head up RBEI, had the good idea of bringing people together to talk about, okay, people are submitting ideas, and so let's come together and determine what that all means. And what we really found is that, regretfully, too many people on campus are not familiar with all that is going on. And it became absolutely clear that our issues were, in large part, related to communication, not necessarily related to what we have not done or what we have done, but how have we communicated all of those efforts to everyone. And so there was a question that was asked of me at one point, because RBEI was an idea that President McConnell had learned about that was taking place on another campus. And so when we learned that it had come from another campus, we contacted that other campus and we asked, what are you doing? Tell us about this RBEI type program that you have. And what we found is that we were already doing all of those activities. And in fact, we're doing many more than that. And that became more than a hint to us that we simply had not been communicating as clearly as we needed to communicate.
Interesting. So how about 2 or 3 years? What do you believe the impacts of the Race Bias Equity Initiative will have? What do you hope the impact will be like in 2 or 3 years?
I think for me, I would think of a couple of words. One would be engagement, engagement across the entire campus, and I'm already starting to see that, and I think that's due in part not only to RBEI and that we have a structure that people can get involved with, but also because of everything that's happened in this country over the summer, and in this COVID environment, it has revealed to us the difficulties that our country has faced. It has simply brought those to light in a pretty dramatic way, right? And so I think engagement and people understanding, okay, if I'm really interested in this, there is a way to be involved, and people are really stepping up to the plate, if you will. Engagement, and I think also communication, with the end result that the campus will look different in 3 years, and hope, sooner. We can't expect things to change instantaneously. This work is difficult and it takes time, but it can be changed. It can be changed. The culture of the institution can be changed.
You bet. Well, Mary, thanks so much for taking a moment out. We really appreciate it. And I know you're retiring from Colorado State at the end of the calendar year, right? 45 years. So I want to say thank you for having served in a variety of leadership roles at Colorado State. Thank you for your impact you've had on the university.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, that's Mary Ontiveros, the Vice President of Diversity at Colorado State University. I'm Brian Roth saying so long on Ram Country Conversations.